Who can you build around if you want to do so with a value play?
So it's the Jazz, but I'll give a different team since all we've been talking about is the Jazz. The San Antonio Spurs are actually missing a lot of guys tonight for COVID protocols. And then Lonnie Walker, who is one of the guys who actually has an injury designation, not COVID protocols, he's questionable too. So if Walker plays, I think he's a good value play. But if he's out, then it gets really thin really fast for the Spurs backcourt. In that scenario, I think Bryn Forbes at 3,500 has just a lot of upside because he's going to have to play tons of minutes, and he's someone who can get hot from three. That's kind of like his game. So he could hit 5 or 6 threes. It's not a great matchup against the Sixers. It's actually a pretty bad one. But for someone who's going to play 30 plus minutes at that price, potentially, I think there's a lot of upside there.
Garion value. I know you've hooked us up with some already.
Yeah, same game. I think there's a lot of Spurs who could be viable here. I do have concerns that if Walker does come back, we saw it with DeJounte Murray. They did limit him to less than 30 minutes in his first game back. That's still a sizable chunk of time for someone who's in that 4K tier. So I think Walker's still viable, but someone like Bates-Diop, I could just see him playing like 38 minutes out of necessity. He obviously brings a little bit more tertiary category upside than someone like Bryn Forbes, who really just need to hit 6 3-pointers. I mean, Bates-Diop can contribute with rebounds, with blocks, with steals. He's actually someone who across his last 8 games was already averaging more than a DraftKings point per minute. So if his minutes volume starts getting up to the point where he's only one of 8 guys on the active roster tonight, I think he's just a shoo-in for a value play, someone you really have to take a serious look at.